Big question that I often get is what lens should I use for interiors and real estate photography? Obviously, you are wanting to show as much of the room as possible and make it look as big as possible. Depending on your camera, there's different types. You've got micro four thirds as one, you've got crop frame sensor for two, and you've got full frame sensor for three. Anything kind of beyond that, you've got medium format, that's real big money. So we don't really mess with anything like that for real estate. But for a micro four thirds sensor, you will need a 7mm lens. For a cropped frame sensor, you will need a 10mm lens. For a full frame sensor, you will need a 60mm lens. That is just no argument whatsoever. You will need it, it's a requirement. You've got different kinds of lenses. Obviously the stuff that you see on TV, like football matches and sports events, they've got these huge, big, lenses which are probably the size of a small child. They're zoom lenses. It's completely the opposite to what we want. We don't want to have a great picture of Usain Bolt from a mile away. We just don't need that. We want to capture everything in the room. So the field of view will be very wide. So 7mm lens on a micro four thirds sensor. You've got the crop sensor, which is going to be a 10mm lens. And for a full frame camera, you're looking at 16mm lens.